Hey guys, welcome back to another Abiotic Factor video. Today we're going to be breaking down the 3 batteries you see in front of us, and I'll be teaching you what I know to ensure that you can build an optimal power grid to keep your base powered through the night. So let's get into it. Starting off, we have the makeshift battery in the middle. This thing holds 50 units of power and is available early game. On the left hand side we have the industrial battery. This thing is available closer to mid-game and holds 100 units of power. Lastly, on the right-hand side, we have the carbon battery. This thing holds 350 units of power and is a little bit harder to make, but certainly worth it. Next up are the poles on the batteries, with the yellow indicating available charge and the blue indicating current load. A plug strip will give you 3 outlets and a plug board will give you 6. It's important to note that daytime lasts from 6 AM to 9 PM and nighttime from 9 PM to 6 AM. Each battery drains 1 energy unit every 5 seconds for each device connected. Knowing this, we can use the information we already have to work out our drain rate. So 54 units per device over a full night will be a safe bet to work out what you need. With enough tech scrap in your bags, you can extend wall sockets to any position you like throughout your base. Okay, so this method here is daisy chaining. When you chain batteries in a row, each battery counts as extra load. So the first battery gives full power, the second only gives half its charge effectively, and the third just a third, etc, etc. This means that too many batteries in a line waste power and makes this setup pretty inefficient. Here is an optimal early game 3 device grid, from wall socket into a makeshift battery, then into a plug strip, whereby you'll branch that out into 3 more makeshift batteries into each device. And this setup will last all throughout the night, ensuring you have no issues with your power supply. Okay, the next setup is for a 6 device grid where we utilize industrial batteries. We'll start with a makeshift battery as a buffer, into a plug strip, into 3 industrial batteries, into 2 devices each following a plug strip. This setup works throughout the whole night, however does push the batteries to their very limit. 1 carbon battery on its own has just barely enough power to cover 6 devices throughout the night. In this next setup you see, we turn this into a 9 device grid by swapping out the makeshift battery for a carbon battery. The carbon battery holds 350 units of power, so it turns this into a comfortable setup to run 9 devices throughout the night. When you finally have enough materials, we can swap now to a 12 device grid whereby we utilize 3 carbon batteries. We simply set up a plug strip after the wall socket into 3 carbon batteries, into 3 plug boards, and from here we go into our devices. This setup lasts all night. Moving past the safe 12 device grid, we could expand this into a 15 device grid by adding 1 more device per plug board. This setup should still have enough power to do so, however you must be careful to ensure that each battery is fully charged before going into the night cycle. This is why I like carbon batteries, as you can certainly get a lot of devices off them. And if you're finding that the battery is not quite fully charging during the daytime, then you could go ahead and add a lever to reduce battery drain onto that certain circuit, if this was a problem. Levers can also be used for trap areas so that you can turn them off to allow you to go and grab the materials that you're farming. As a bonus tip, if you happen to come across one of these cracked pipes that is emitting a laser beam, and you're up to this stage in the game, then you could place a laser power converter here, whereby you'll be able to capture the laser beam as it does not shut off during the night. This means that you could power something cool in your base, or even some turret defenses without the need of batteries. There is also the quantum battery in the very late game if you wish to play around with this too. Alright guys, that's a short guide on how batteries work. I am no expert, but this is what's been working well for me when optimizing the big base you may have seen on the recent base tour video I posted. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, keep experimenting, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.